My name is Dina Leichnitz, and I am Jeff Leichnitz's little sister. I know, not really all that little, but okay. Um, anyway, I wanted to talk to you about Jeff and I and, you know, our relationship. And so, well, I'll tell you a few stories and, you know, things like that. So, anyway, let's get started. Jeff was born October 12th, 1965, and he was soon um, put into the Leichnitz family. He was 9 days old when he became a Leichnitz. Well, when he first entered the home, he was 9 days old. He wouldn't actually be adopted until he was around 2 because of a lot of difficulties trying to get that together. Um, but, he was worth fighting for, so they did, you know. So and I'm glad he did because I got a very awesome brother out of the whole deal. And I came into the Likens family October 12th, 1970, Jeff's fifth birthday. And so I was his gift. and and he was mine, you know. I like to think I was his gift. He may had other ideas about that. But yeah, he he was a good brother. This is our dad. This is, can you see him? Yeah. Richard Paul Leibniz. And after the divorce, Jeff went to stay with dad. And the three of us stayed with my mom in California. And my parents got divorced in about 1977. And this is how I was looking in 1977. I was just so cute. Okay. So, we had a lot of good times, me and my brother. And I wish there could have been more. It was very hard when he was living in Oklahoma because I couldn't see him as much as I wanted. But we called and we kept in touch. You know. But one of our favorite stories that we love to share is when he found out that I was black. And I know you're going, really? Black? I did not see that. Why did you tell me? So yeah, it was always fun messing with people. Yeah, she's my sister. Okay, you say so. Um, so, but anyway, when he found out, he was 5, right? And I know it was just short of my first birthday. And I'm in the home, and they got me a doll. Now I'm not sure if it was like a doll or a Barbie doll. But either way, it was a doll, right? And I'm happy, and I'm playing with my little doll, and life is good, you know. And Jeff is looking at the doll, and he's sort of looking and a little confused, looking. And then he bursts out, "The doll's black!" And my mom's like, "Yes, Jeff, the doll's black." And he looks a little bit more, and he's looking at me and the doll, and me and the doll, and me and the doll. And then finally dawns on him, "She's black." And my mom's like, "Yes, Jeff, Dina's black." And so that was it, you know. He was like, "Okay, that's good to know." you know, and we became best buds after that. Now, like I said, race really had nothing to do with how we felt about it. But we are brothers and sisters, and sometimes you fight, and me and Jeff are gonna, you know. So we were arguing about something one day. I can't remember, something stupid, obviously. And so we're just like butting heads. And you say things in the heat of the moment that they don't mean. it's just waited to get back at the person who's just making me angry, right? He's, he's saying stuff, I'm saying stuff, and then I finally come out with, well, you're just prejudiced. And he stopped, and he looked, and he was like, you don't really believe that, do you? And I was like, oh no. I just sort of saying that because we're arguing. Like, what are you doing? It's not a fight. We're having a good fight. And yeah, I never did that again. I was like, that's the first time I learned that you can go too far, you know. And things that, you gotta say in the heat of the moment that, sort of get tossed aside. And that things that cut really deep, you know. And I was like, ooh. So that never, ever came up again. Um, and I really hurt him. Felt bad about that. Um, so I never did that again. And but because he really loved me, he just was always on my side, you know. And so yeah, you don't have a lot of people like that in your life, And so when you find one, you hold on to them, you know. So that's what I did. Me and my brother were very tight. Um, and I learned a lot from him over the years, especially once he accepted Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior. He became a totally different person. He really did, you know, because my brother could, we'll call it passion. Yeah, a lot of passion, you know, and passion could be very good or it could be very um, negative and detrimental. And before he accepted Christ, it was often, more destructive, you know. But the minute Jesus came into his life and he really took that to heart and he really believed and he really, you know, started walking the walk, he changed. And that passion turned into this really incredible force for good, you know? And he was just, you know, just this very loving person. He always was a very loving person, but even more so, after he accepted Jesus Christ. Um, and I just, I a little parasitic at sometimes because I would want to feed on that. I wanted to feed on that spiritual strength he had. You know, because it wasn't always easy to go down that road, and he seemed to be so solid in it that he just wanted to grab on, and um, yeah. So whenever I was going through something, you know, I would call Jeff. I remember, I think it was just past summer. It was a little while back. Um, I was talking to him on the phone, and we were just talking, and we were talking about my father's death, and he was saying how he would have was able to release it like right then when it happened, and I was like, it's 30 years later, and I still like carry his death around, still remember my father's death, and it just really impacts me even to this day. And so we were on the phone for forever, it seemed like. And he was trying to guide me through it. Okay, Dina, you have to forgive the man. It's not for him, it's for you. You have to forgive him, you know? And just sort of, took my hand and we just went down that road together. And, you know, it was just a very powerful thing, Um, And I'm gonna miss stuff like that because he was always doing stuff like that. And I don't know where I'm gonna go. You know, I'm to here. Yeah, I know I go up there. I know I go to Christ when everything just gets too difficult. But you know, it's always good to have that person that can help you to see things. You know, when you just are having trouble lifting yourself up and talking to Christ or whatever it is, it can be like, no, Dina, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to say. You know, um, so he was just sort of my guide in that area, and I'm totally going to miss that. So he was he was just, I don't know. It's hard to talk about him. One thing I admired most about him was his love for Veronica, and Ryan and Tiffany. Seth too. It's different with Seth because that's his own. That was his child. But with Ryan and Tiffany, he's coming in, you know, and he's taking on these kids who really need him. And he could have backed down. He could have been like, no, He's like, no, we're a family now. This is our family, you know. And he just totally took that on, and it amazes me because there are so few men who will do that. Um, and I was always in awe how he just loved his family, you know, and would do anything for them, and just it was just really complete. And you spend time around Jeff and Veronica, and they just fit. It just went together. Um, I used to joke with people like if either of my brothers ever divorced their wives, I'm like knocking them upside their heads because it's like, what are you doing? You know, she's it. And Veronica was it for Jeff. You know, and I knew that would never happen. But that when you're around them, you just feel that love. And I just want to thank Veronica for loving my brother and being there for him when we couldn't, and just for giving everything she had to him. And it feels good to know that he had someone in his life that was just in love with him, from day one, until the very end, So I just I want to thank you for that. Um, and they always say, when you're young, that little girls want to grow up and marry their dads. I wanted to grow up and marry my brother, especially as he got older, because I'm like, that's the kind of guy I want to have in my life. I want to have someone who loves me the way Jeff loves Veronica. I want to have someone who loves Adane, the way Jeff loves Ryan and Tiffany. I want that. You know. Um. So yeah, I always told him how much I admired him, and you know just how amazing I thought he was. And, I think when we told each other that the other person was like, no, 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 they didn't quite get it all the time. Because he would tell me, oh, Dina, you're an amazing writer. You need to be writing. You have a way of touching people and reaching people, and that's what you need to be doing. And that is your ministry. And I'm like, oh, Jeff, you just be my big brother. But no, that's what he knew. He saw. He tried to get it out, and that's what he does. He saw the best in you, and he tried to elevate that. And we live in a world where most people are always trying to take you down, and he didn't do that. He was always trying to lift you up. You know, um, and you know, this is us. This is my mother's. This is one of the last times when we were all a family, and it's I'm gonna miss it. You know, it's not gonna be the same. We were the Leichnitz four, okay, and now we're missing one. But I got a really good angel out of it, so I'm trying to look at it that way. He stopped being my brother. He became my angel. You know. Anyway, I just want to say I love you all, and I think all of you are just really stupendous, and I am so happy my brother got to spend so many years with you. And even though I miss those years and wish I could have him back, I'm glad he had so much love in his life. And that's what everybody deserves. And, if you ever need anything, call him in. He has a lot of money. Yeah. No, seriously, if you ever need anything, give me a call. Let me know. You know, and if I can't do anything else, I'll talk. And I'll listen, and whatever I can do. But I do love you, all of you. I love Seth and Veronica and Ryan and Tiffany and all his little grandkids. You guys are awesome. Okay.